Isaiah, Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garment, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, the Wadi Yahawashi, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word in sincerity and truth and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chip, which the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chambers of the Lord lift the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chambers of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. Hey, I'll brought this out of the Lord to the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom, Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the other filthy customs they have taken upon. Just woke up, probably like 30 minutes ago, but just things running through my mind. Meditating on a lot of different scriptures. When a verse came to my mind, I went to it and got some precepts with it. And this one stuck out, so I stuck with it. And the title of this the headlines of this chapter, Isaiah 52, is cheer for prostrate Zion. So I went into that word, prostrate. Prostrate. Yeah. Lying stretched out on the ground with one's face downward. Exhausted, right? That's what it seems like. Out of commission, right? Something to the effect like that. Let's see. Lying down, stretched out. Okay, good. It gave me that way. Spread eagle. Stretch someone out with their arms and legs extended. Horizontal. Laid out, right? Opposite of upright. So we was opposite of upright. So we was, and it says cheer for prostrate Zion. All right. Prostrate. Oh, hold on. Let's just go back again. Yeah, here we go. That's number 2. For prostrate. All right. Of distress. Every time I do this, let's go to someone else. Mess this up. Hopefully don't mess up. Exhaustion. That's what I was looking for. All right, it's gonna mess up. I know it. Oh no, I didn't. Good. Of distress, exhaustion, or illness. Reduce someone to extreme physical weakness. And that was us. So that we are prostrate. We was in weakness. The Lord brought us down. So it's like I said, right? Cheer for prostrate Zion. Yeah, because we about to be we been woken up, so we're not exhausted anymore. Even though we are wore out, but in the spirit we are strong. We're complex. That verse just jumped in my mind. Let me see. Complex Bible verse. Complex Bible verse. It's a verse. A word just, I don't know. I can't remember where it was at. 7 verses. No, it's Thessalonians. Was it? No. It's a verse. I know it's complex. It's not. Maybe I'm saying the wrong word. It's distress, despise. But we not oh man, Slocky. Stand by. Yeah, Shalom. I was saying it wrong. It was perplex. I know plex was in it. Complex. Perplex. Slocky. I'm gonna read this in the NLT translation. Start at 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 8. We are passed on every side by trouble, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not divided, driven by despair. We are not, but not driven by, but not driven to despair. We are hunted down, but never abandoned by Yahawah. We get knocked down, but we are not destroyed. So I kind of lost my train of thought looking for the verse, but we're in all types of situations. But the Lord Yahawashi do protect us. Through suffering, our body continue to share in the death of a Mashiach, Yahawashi, so that the life of Yahawashi may also be seen in our bodies. So that's the glory right there. That who we doing this for Yahweh Shemel Shah. Alright? So yes, we live under constant danger of death because we serve Yahweh Shah Mashiach. That's correct. This is a battle. Alright. So that the life of Yahweh Shah will be evidence in our dying body. And it is, man. And our bodies are dying, man. Even though we try to eat healthy, we dying in this state, man. This is chains of darkness, man. All right, it really is. So we gotta do the best of our ability to stand in the wilds of the dough and pray for endurance, man. So we live in the face of death, but this has results in internal life for you, and that's what's about to happen. Eternal life for you, for us, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. You know, I didn't like I always say to myself. I said, "Damn, man, I didn't know I." Prior to 2007, I ain't no dilly, but I truly believe deep down inside, Yahweh Shemel Shah guided me to the apostles and the elders, and I seen and I felt I when I look back, I seen all the things that Satan was put in front of me because I recapped I said, you know, you meditate, like, how did I get to this point in the truth? And then the thought comes, and then sometimes it'd be um, like scenes that you know how you lived in your past. I mean, not like during the life you live now, and you start seeing things, and now keep hearing, I got you out of this, I got you out of this, I got you out of this. The reason why you're still here because you didn't go through this. And for myself, I said, whoa. It happened to me tons of times. It's like, I don't care how you say it, like a deja vu, something like that. Something like you see your life flash, something like life in your life flash before your eyes. And I see that all the time. I say to myself, whoa. And I think, I say, the water Yahawashi now shot. Hey, listen, I know Hebrew now. I know, in my, I know the characters of Hebrews and the Syrian Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash. I didn't know that prior to 2007. I remember watching the lexicon of GMS with Apostle Aramla, and it was hard because I was like, and I still say to myself, I'm older, and I'm like, damn, I still don't have a good vocabulary, you know. But I fought it and I fought it, and I just kept saying, and I kept hearing that verse, "Blessed who readeth." And nowadays, I'm not ashamed to read. I used to be ashamed before, but I got through, and I remember one situation, that was shown to me in my during my life now, that the Lord, He got me out of a lot of things based upon knowing my fucking vocabulary wasn't good, and still to this day I still try to figure out how I did all that music, and it was I do believe it was the spirit of Yahawashi shot, because after I made all that music, right, I ate off the music based upon being outside. It was I remember like yesterday, you know if I didn't have, I truly believe, through the spirit of Yahawashi shot, like, my daughter was given to me to keep me away from trouble, keep me out of harm's way, like. And I truly thank Yahawashi shot for sustaining me, and I do believe I've been sustained. I truly believe that, and I always think about, because I remember like yesterday, right? I asked the Lord. I was sitting in the room with my daughter. She was in the kitchen. She was in the living room with my mother, and she was little. I said, I asked the Lord, Yahawashi Shah. I said, if you want me to, if you want, because I was in the mix of pursuing my career. Like, I was going to try to be a rapper. I had all the arsenal. I had everything ready for I know I was there. I had everything in my hands, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I know I could do this, but am I able to do this? And I asked the Lord. I said, Lord, if you don't want me to go, I cast a lot. I said, if I make this phone call and I get in, I'm not pursuing this music shit. If I don't get in, if you want whatever you want me to do, I cast a lot. And I left it up to Yahawashi shot. And when I did that, the phone call was made and it went through. So I didn't pursue the career of music. And I remember Apostle Hart, right after that, I do believe right after that, he was like, oh, don't be trying to do rap music. And that was the spirit. I remember. Because, I did a lot of recording, and I still to this day, and people were like, yo, you had it. I said, man. And I'm looking at it right now, I'm like, I still don't know how I did it, And 2023, from I don't know how long, but it's been so many dead rappers. So the Lord do guide you, man. He do guide you, and You know, I don't feel like I've been destroyed, broken down. You know, this is better than, you know, being out there and trying to wear a gold chain and trying to hold a microphone in front of millions of people that's gonna be destroyed, not guiding them right, not singing the right song. You know, this is better than that, man. This is better than that because we're storing up our riches in heaven. You know, that was just like a testimony slash little thing that. So there's Corinthians chapter 4 verse 12. So we live in the face of death, but this has result in eternal life for you. So yeah, we're in the situation right now. You know, we die every day, but at least we dying for righteousness' sake, man. Because there's eternal life for that, man. Listen, this is imperfection, and there is something called perfection. And that's I'm about to design one of those men. That's what we're about to experience. So I probably done lost with different direction, but that stuck out Salaki. This is cheer for prostrate Zion. Now we not laid out. We not in distress. What was the word? All right, now let me do it before. Let me do it now. So like I'm trying to touch the screen. So we of distress, exhausting, we're not exhausted. We're not famished. Now we got the living truth. We're not exhausted, man. We are lively stones, man. And I prove that every day, like through the spirit of Yahawashi shot, and I know, like, I truly believe, hey, the book of Job is being played like we are the Jobs of today, and 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 you know, Yahawashi shot is boasting in us, and he you know, um, let's see something here. So like, it just jumped in my mind. Look what's happening here. Let's see. I want to go right here real quick. I want to see something. This is what Yahawah or Yahawashi asked Satan. He was boasting. You know, Yahawah he was proud of Job. You know, he was proud of him. He said to him, he said, "Yo, Satan, what's up, man? Look at this one." This came to mind, Zalakia. This is Job chapter 1, verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. That that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared Yahawah and escheweth evil. And there was born unto him seven sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep. All right, we get to the point, right? And yeah, I want to see the point. Where is the point at? And it was so that they feasted Job, and now there was a day when. All right, here it says verse 6. Now there was the day when the sons of God of Yahawah came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also amongst them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence come thou? Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, from walking up and down in it. He was all up in the earth, man, just causing chaos. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth. The Lord was boasting in the Job. Like, you see my son, boy? Look at him, man. He was looking at him like, yo. And then Job, there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that fears Yahawah and escheweth evil. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doeth Job fear Yahawah for naught? Hast thou made an hedge about him? See, it was a hedge around your Job. Ain't no Satan didn't go near him until to the Job to the Lord did this. He wasn't bothering Job. Job was over there. He didn't even think of true or false. He probably he probably glanced at him like, this motherfucker with all these damn kids got everything. Because you could have, I don't know. I'm just trying to extrapolate. Job, Satan could have said some shit or whatever, like, because considered looking at him, but he couldn't go. He had a hedge around him. There was angels around him, like, you can't come over here, Satan. You chilling. That was a child of God. That was a child. Job was a child with God. And still to this day, he's still a child of God. Because Job is our example. That the Lord tries you. If you come to forsake that soul for temptation, come to serve the Lord, you're going to be tried. On all of this side, this whole side, until we get to the other side, to the next kingdom, we're going to have to go through all this. A man of uprightness. He was perfect in the sight of Yahawashi. Has not thou made a hedge about him and about his house and about all that he has on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands. The Lord Yahawashi has blessed the hands of his hands. All right? And his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thy hand now and touch all that he had, and he will curse thy name, curse thee to thy face. See, Satan said that. Oh, yo, man, I bet it seemed like they was buddies, man. Job was Satan's doing all the work of the Lord and everything. That's a friend of Yahweh. They was chilling. Like, it seemed like it was cool. I don't see no beef. Like war. It could have been a war. It could have been said right there. Yo, we had a war. We're going down. We're bringing my team, yo. Ain't none of that shit. Satan knew the deal. And Yahawah knows that Satan knows the deal. Satan knows who he worked for. All right, Salakia. And the Lord said unto him, Satan, behold, all that he has is at thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth. He was, word. Oh, I bet you man, I know it. Went forth from the presence of the Lord. So Satan went down there quick to run down on Job. Like, word, we're gonna run down on him, take his shit. Here's the test. Because when you go into the end of the book, Job passed the test. And he gained everything. Good health, riches, more children, more acres, everything. That's what we about to experience at the latter end. We about to experience this at the latter end, man. All right, so that just jumped in my mind. So the point was, so I lost some train of thought. I got kind of excited. Let the Lord put this Slack at the loss. It's in the video. I just did. The point was there, and he was an upright man. He was the Lord. He was perfect in the Lord's eye. So like I'm losing my mind, man. I'm just like I know it's something wrong with my brain, but You know, I'm fighting a good fight of faith, man. You know, but the Lord He tests the perfect, and the Lord had perfect. Job was perfect in the sight of the Lord, and Satan and the Lord still ran down on him. So we are being tested too. We're not out of the woods. Salakia. I just kind of lost my train of thought, but there was a lot there. I brought this out that was clear. So we are exhausted, right? Exhausted. Exhausted. We are exhausted. We wore out, man. But the Lord is coming back to get us up out of here, man. And I truly believe that. We are the stress, exhaustion, or illness reduce someone to extreme physical weakness, man. We've been brought low, bro. So what's holding us together is this truth, man. You know, who would have known? And I'm always gonna say that I never knew this much. You know, and every time the level gets greater, you learn more and more, and then you be like, "What is y'all talking about? Y'all, we not going back to you, motherfuckers. We staying over here." And I truly believe the Lord, He calls those to come out of this place. He wakes you up, man. He moistens you. You know, He calls you. That's why He tells you right here. He says, it's Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, awake, put on, wake up, wake up. Put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garment. O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come unto thee the uncircumcised and the unclean, and ain't no more gonna take us down ever again. The uncircumcised and unclean is the other nations, man. Ain't never coming back around us, bro. After this one, man. It's gonna be dynamic, bro. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna boast in this. We're gonna look at our enemies like I ain't about it. I had a crazy dream before I woke up. I was like, man, but there's a fight going on, man. And it's a Sabbath right now, and this is the moment we're gonna go through all types of challenges, man. Because we at the end of the race, man. You think Satan ain't sending demons, more demons after you? You got to still go up against the best. You know, you got to still keep on shifting, keep on shaking the shifter. Hey, man, it's scary. It's a scary thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. You know, you want to have that hedge around you. The Lord protects, man. Yahawashi shall protect those, and He gives you the armor. All right. So I had this verse too, and I don't know if I read it, but I'm gonna read it anyway. All right. This is the armor. So I'm gonna read these verses. Because we up against all types of elements we don't see. Let alone the elements you see, right? You see people, they talking shit. You know, demons jump on every type of individual. You never know. So you be like, what the hell? And then all you can do is say, you know what? You can't, what is that word? You comfort the situation, let's say. You know, and then that's how you soothe the demons on these people. Because you up against demons. You know, you play that song of what the brother said it too. Oh man, it's a word I can't think of. Something what David did. Remember when he was up against Saul, he had to play the harp, the instrument, and he soothed the demons that was on Saul. So it's the same thing. So we got to play that song. You know, a soft stroke, ease of wrath, or something to the fact like that. So we gotta deal with the people with meekness, and yo, I know I got shitload of fucking enemies for no apparent reason. They just hate me for no apparent reason. They just hate me. I just like, what the hell? I don't know what to do with it, and I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I do? I kill them with kindness. It's that verse, with heaping cold, something to the effect like that. The brother said that to me. He's like, you just gotta kill them with kindness. That's killing them with kindness, and they're gonna hate it. They're gonna hate it more, you know. So, we're gonna read this one. This is the headlines that read for this: Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10, the armor of Yahawah, and that's what this was sponsored by. Right? This was sponsored by the armor of Yahawah. And when you put on that strength, you put on the truth, you put on the hope, the prayers, the mercy. You put on everything that's gonna protect you. The sword of righteousness, all right? Because you got to fight for this. You're going to just your faith. Oh, um, what they're saying? He said if he gonna curse die to thy face, and Yahweh and Job did not do that. He held it down, man. Shit, bro. All right. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahawashi and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, and you up against him. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness. And that's from the elites now all the way down from, who they talk to. They talk to the evil, they talk to the demons on the other side of the world, against the spiritual wickedness on high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand the evil days. And the evil days is coming. All this, you need all that armor is this truth, man. The evil days is coming. And having done all to stand, all the way to the end. Stay with Yahawashi. Stay, have faith in Yahawashi. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. See, there go the truth. Having on the breastplate of righteousness, man. This is the armor right here, bro. This thing right here we got. I'm telling you, bro. Like when I be out there, going, especially I don't be out there. I be going to work, doing normal things, and it be you got watch people watching you, and you look at them, and you look. When they watch, you see them watching you, or you see some individual coming, you gotta act like you don't see them, because you could look one look could trigger a whole motherfucking escalator of madness. So you gotta act like you don't see nobody and look the other way. And they always, dudes, Jake, in the world, they always want to look at you. You just be looking. I'm like, what the hell, And I truly believe that, based upon, this is my famous line, right? I've been saying this for like whatever amount of time I started it. I can't really remember. But I'll be saying this at work. My reaction is going to determine who's going to win. My reaction is going to determine who's going to win, because I could have been in so much issues out here. Just from work, from people starting these issues, and I just kill them with kindness. Right? And then they end up getting fired, right? Or they end up getting, my 9 times, like, they get fired, they get let go, right? And then this is just out here where I'm at. Then I'll run into somebody. I'll run into these individuals, and all they could do is show me love. Like they're like, oh man, no, you was right, such and such. They would say to me, you was right. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? And I'm in one individual, right, where I live at, right? This dude ended up in my backyard. I thought this motherfucker followed me. I forget, got fired and shit. He was talking shit at the job, whatever. This other dude, right? He was talking, like, see me just say, I'm like, and I was like, yo, man, gotta do the right thing or else, bro. Like, you gotta do the right thing, man. You know. And now I seen the individual in my back. I told him up. I was like, I was throwing my garbage out. It was mad spiritual. I was throwing my garbage out, and I seen him. He was on the other side of the building. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing over here? So I'm going towards my garbage can, and I'm like, yo, what you doing back in my building? As first I couldn't, like, I had to, like, if he was coming for me, well, I was already done. You know, open field, there's nowhere to run. Like, I didn't do nothing wrong to this dude, but it was just crazy. He was there. And he was, he was talking shit at the job, whatever. And all I could do was like, yo, I'm holding it down here. There's nothing I can do. I got enough problems here. And so he was like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, he was happy to see me. Gave me a hug. I was like, all right. I was like, what you doing back here, man? You know? He's like, now you know, man, I'm trying to get my money up. I said, didn't I tell you something? I've been telling him, yo, you can't be doing anything legal. You always gotta be cool. You know what I mean? This is a different dude. There's so many dudes that ran through my damn job and they always looking at me like, they look like, what type of dude is this? But how we react in the society, it's a part of our armor. It's a part of our armor. So like I said, I'm like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing in my backyard? Like, yo, this is about to do something to me? So I couldn't. I had a bag in my hand. I had 2 bags in my hand. So I said, "Fuck! I'm about to run up." I had to get close up to him. Like, I was like looking at him. Like, he was over there doing something he's not supposed to be fucking doing. And I told him, "What are you doing? Did I tell you to stop doing dumb shit? Did I say?" Like, he was listening. He's like, "Yo, you right, man. I'm sorry, man. They fucking fired me, man. I don't know." I said, "Cause you didn't want to fucking listen to me." I told him I had to fucking tell him. I had to be. I wasn't scared. But at the same time, I said, what the fuck, I'm gonna follow? It's like, yo, man, they fired me, man. That was a good job, man. I told you, bro. Like, yo, you could have been, but time tells it all. Duwadi Yahawashim out shot for not never letting me overreact. Staying humble to everybody, even people in the world, man, because that's not the only individual this happened with. It happened with so many freaking individuals, and they looking at me because how conducting myself. I even when I was in the world, right, I didn't go crazy on individuals because I run into a lot of people I know, and they show me love based upon it. Like, man, you still looking good, you still looking the same, man. Why they looking messed up? Because they could have been like, imagine starting like escalate. Because your reaction is going to determine who's going to win in the long run. Because you're gonna have to run to these. The earth ain't that. The earth is small. The world is small. You're gonna run where you're located, where you at, whatever. You're gonna run to individual again in the supermarket, and it's all a test for you. It's all a test based upon what Yahawashi Shah wants you to experience, and this is how you level up. So it is a glory thing. So Ephesians chapter 6 verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahawah, that ye may be able to withstand the evil days. The evil days are coming, man, and you never know who you're gonna end up around. Like I'm telling you, man, they'll become the person that hated you or whatever moment, whatever how they feel about you. They'll just love you because the Lord is with you, and they never thought they would be around a righteous man because they were so treacherous in the society. And I experienced individuals like that, man. You know, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil days, and having done all to stand. And that's doing everything, learning how to conduct yourself amongst people, and everything. Because the Lord, He didn't send you to fight a regular fight with one person. He didn't send you to contend with your own understanding. He told you to do His will, and that's what we're doing, man. We're experiencing something glorious, man. Yeah. Stand therefore having your loins girded about with truth, and that's where it's at. And having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet should with preparation of the gospel of peace. And that's what we had. This gospel is peace. It comes with good tidings, great things, and you gotta always. And I was always tell this dude, do the right thing or else, man. Do the right thing or else. And they always and everybody wanna come for me. It's like, yeah, what the hell, bro? I didn't sit in this damn. It was bad, man. Like, and there's always Jake, man. Like, Esau would try, even Moab tried. What the fuck is going? People would, I don't know. I the why Yahawashi El Shah for having me not overreact, man. Being humble at all costs, bro. And the why Yahawashi El Shah for that. Above all, taking on the shield of faith, wherewith ye should be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, man. And I'm telling you, we're gonna be slandered. All types of things is coming after us, man. These things is about to go down, man. They coming, they shooting all types of issues out of. I'm telling you, I never saw so much issues. This for being in the truth. That's I experienced a lot more issues being in the truth, and that's how you know you're up against principalities, demons, and they're on these people, man. And there's legions of demons on people, certain people. Legions of demons on certain people. Yep. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the sword of the spirit, which is the word of Yahawah. And we got an arsenal right there. We got a whole armor of protection. That's, oh man, we got everything right there, bro. We got everything right there, man. And I'm amazed just based upon, I'm telling you, man, like even when I was in the world, I always try to be cool. It's based upon these people envy you, bro. And I do believe one situation that the Lord, when maybe a couple, so I just remember this one that I got into a fisticuff with someone, which I do believe that was a spanking from the Lord. When I look back at it one day, I said, damn, that was a spanking from the Lord, and that was because I was doing something I was not supposed to be doing. And from that, I remember from that on, I stopped doing it. And I maybe did it after, but I stopped doing it from that time on for a long time. And I got into something else. I went and got a regular job. I remember. But shit happens, man. Like, we don't never want. Now we understand. I didn't have the truth at the time. If I had the truth, I'd have been straight, straight and narrow. But the Lord, he keep poking at you to go His way. Like He pokes at an ox. He pokes at, go this way, this way, this way, my way, my way. That's what Yahawashi Shah is saying to us. He wants to go His way, or else. So that I brought this out. That was clear. So the armor of Yahawah, very powerful arsenal to have, and the things we experience is dynamic, man. So I brought this out. That was clear. I kind of lost train of thought trying to find the verses. But I like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahawashi El Shah, Bashil Kakodash, the Wadi Yahawashi El Shah, forgive us the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom.